Okay, let's do a quick solve of this puzzle here, which I don't even remember the name of. But it's basically just a 3x3, and it's got centers, like the pieces inside the centers don't move, just like those planet puzzles from, I think, MF8, something like that. Anyway, you probably, I hope that you already know how to solve a Rubik's Cube if you would have this puzzle. But just in case, we'll go ahead and just solve this, and I'll kind of just walk you through what I'm doing. Okay, so do a couple more turns, and then we'll call it. All right, that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to solve the white side first, just like a regular Rubik's Cube. Okay, so before I do, what you have to keep in mind is these inner pieces here, they don't actually move with the faces, okay? So you don't have to worry about, mixing it up that way. But because they don't actually move, they do obviously move when you turn, when you make left and right and up and down turns. So that'll turn that way and that way. But for the most part, they don't actually move. They're kind of fixed, just like the centers. That means, just like the centers, white is always going to be opposite yellow, orange is always opposite red, green is always opposite blue. That means this yellow here, no matter what you do, white will always be on the other side of it. This green here, no matter what you do, will always be opposite blue. Okay, so as long as you place those pieces in the right spot, the other side is automatically solved. Okay, so I'll show you. So we should know that white is opposite yellow. So since these three are yellow, we'll make the turn. We'll do 180-degree turns, and now we have white. White's down here. I'll bring that over. So this white is solved. That means that this yellow is automatically solved as well. Okay, same thing we'll do for the red. There's a red one up here. I'll bring that down. And remember, like I said, these pieces don't move. So even though I made a right turn like that, that face doesn't move. So you never have to worry about messing up, another side. If anything, you're fixing it. So I automatically have three here. So again, orange opposite red. So I just make a 80 degree turn, and that's solved, and then that's automatically solved, and then this automatically gets solved, and then that's automatically solved. Okay, now we start solving the white side. Okay, so this should go over here. So basically at this point it's just a matter of doing 3 cycles. Okay, so if you know how to do a 3 cycle, then just do it that way, and I'll show you what I mean. So I'm going to make one turn, move that out of the way, bring that back, and then bring that back. Now that's solved, and none of these pieces have been disturbed. Okay, one more time. Here's one. This one just needs to go down like that. But of course, making 90-degree turns will obviously mess up the inner pieces. So 180-degree turns is a little better, but so I can't just do that, obviously. So I have to do a 3 cycle. 3 cycling is 4 moves. 4 moves is even number of moves. Even number of moves is always, typically gonna, put things back together. It's like any algorithm. You're gonna have setup moves, and then you do the algorithm, then you undo what you just did. So everything is even. That's kind of how I always understood it. So I'll make one move, and then I'll move it out of the way, put that back, and then move that back. So that's there, that's there. Blue goes over here, so I'll bring this up, bring this blue over. That's 2 moves. Then I undo it. So that's 4 moves. That's a 3 cycle. I just cycled 3 pieces. Now blue's down there, and then the green has to go over here. So I can move this up there, make that turn. That's 2 moves. Number 3, and then undo that, number 4, and then everything gets put back where it was. Okay, so I'm going to make it simple here, this part, when I'm doing the corners. I'm not gonna do F2L because it works doing it F2L, but it probably just make it more simpler to just do corners first and then do the algorithm to place the edges. So this has to go over here, okay. All right, okay, this has to go down here, so we'll just do the sexy move. That has to go over here. Okay, so that's in. Notice how I don't care about the edges, obviously. And again, I also don't care about the top layer because we're going to solve that last anyway. So it doesn't matter if the little piece, the inner piece, gets bumped out of place or moved or whatever. It's fine because we're going to fix it later. Okay, sexy move again. All right, all the corners are in, and now let's start doing the edges. So this one has to go over here. So I'm going to just do the algorithm. Okay, and that algorithm is also even numbered. So when I'm done, that's why nothing gets disturbed. Let's see. So that one has to go over here. Okay, and you should know this algorithm. If you know how to solve a Rubik's Cube, you know the algorithm. Okay, now I just placed that one, and then now this one here, it's already in position, so I'll just bring it in. Okay. All right, so this the first two layers are done. Now the top one. Again, just solve it the way I've been solving it, which is basically the beginner's method, okay? Because you don't want to mess it up or confuse yourself. So I've got a little J right here, so I'll just do the algorithm to flip the two edges. So now I have my yellow cross, and now I just need to place the edges or orientate the edges. Is that right? Orientate? Anyway, this one matches, okay, but this does not match. Red and orange, that doesn't match. Orange and green, that doesn't match. Green and red, that doesn't match, okay? So, but this matches. So what we'll do is we'll place this in front of us and then do SUNE. And you should know that when you do SUNE, you cycle these three edges counterclockwise. So this edge stays where it is, but this edge moves over here, this edge moves over here, this edge moves over here. That's what SUNE does. And then, of course, anti-SUNE, when you basically do the reverse, it moves those same three pieces, but clockwise instead of counterclockwise. So that's what we're going to do. So this green has to go over here, right? So and then this orange will cycle over here, and then this red will cycle over here. That's exactly what we want. So counterclockwise, we'll do SUNE. All right, now that's still there. Now that red has moved over here to match this. Green is moved over here to match that, and then orange is moved over here to match that. So now we just have to solve the corners. And again, keeping it simple, doing it the beginner's method. So first we'll look to see if we have a corner that's already in place, and this one is already in place because it's matching. Yellow, red, green, yellow, red, green. So that one's correct. The other three will need to be moved at least once. So, okay, so, all right, so this one needs to go over here, this one needs to go over here, that one needs to go over here. So since we're cycling it up this way, we'll keep this one down here in the lower left corner. The way I always do it is that first move dictates how you hold the cube. Okay, so I want to put this over here. That means I'm going to put it down here and go that way. If for whatever reason I needed to move this over here, then I would hold it like this, and then the correct piece would be here, and then I would start off like that. Okay, so you should know this move. All right, so now that's in place, that's in place, that's in place, and this one's in place, and it just happened to solve. So now we just do the RIDI move to orientate the corners. So we'll just get started here. This part is a little tedious, okay? We'll turn that over, then we'll do it again. Okay, that's in place. Now we'll turn the last one and put that in place, and then do it again until we're done. Like so. There it is. So that's how you solve it. Again, it's tricky. or it's supposed to be tricky. It's almost like an illusion, but this one, these inner pieces really don't make it that hard. The hardest part is actually just recycling to get the edges in place correctly. But you know, if you know what you're doing, you can figure it out. This is not any kind of beginner's tutorial. Okay, you should have some kind of intermediate understanding of solving puzzles, especially a Rubik's Cube type. All right, well, anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching.